everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the second ever Godfrey Daniels virtual open mic. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the second of a four-part series featuring performers near and far from the Godfrey Daniels family of artists. We are your hosts, Karen and Amy Jones from right
That's Karen.
here. Oh,
I'm Amy.
Karen, Amy. And we're your hosts tonight from right here in Godfrey Daniels' hometown of Bethlehem, PA, and we're so thrilled to see everybody with us tonight. Before we get started, I wanted to respond to a comment that came through before the show even got kicked off tonight from Sandy. Sandy, you were asking what that awesome intro music was, and we are thrilled to tell you that was performed by Ed McKendry, who is actually one of our open mic featured performers tonight. So stick around. You'll be seeing Ed later in the broadcast. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat and we'll get those to Ed. As some of you may know, Godfrey Daniels is a not-for-profit organization and venue supported by members and volunteers. And even though we are virtual right now because we have to be, we do still have membership levels that you can join and support Godfrey's if you're not already doing so. So I would just recommend that you go to godfreydaniels.org and look at all the different options. That would be awesome. These are difficult times that we're in right now. So anything you can do to support a wonderful organization like this is so appreciated. So just head over to godfreydaniels.org and check out everything there. I think we're going to bring everybody on screen right now, Dina, behind the scenes, if that's okay. Awesome. I see Nick. There's Christian, Brittany, and Ed. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hello. Howdy.
Wave to all the lovely people watching us tonight. We're so happy to have you all here. So I think we've got an Eastern Pennsylvania kind of quorum going on here tonight. Our last session, we actually had somebody from Canada, and so we were kind of like a little more interspersed.
Yeah.
But tonight we've got Easton, PA in the house, so welcome everyone. Everybody dug out from the snow?
Still digging.
Yes.
Still digging.
Yeah, we got over 2 feet here in Bethlehem just this last week and a couple more inches today. So we hope everybody's doing okay and your arms aren't sore from shoveling or other things. So Aim, do you want to introduce everybody who's here with us tonight?
Sure. Well, as you see, we have Nick Franclik. He hails from Macungie. And Brittany Ann at the bottom right of your screen, she is from Philadelphia. And then it's Brittany Ann Tranbaugh. I apologize. I forgot the last. We always knew her as Brittany Ann. So, but I'll get it in there. So Christian Bauman is from New Hope, and then Ed McKendry, of course, is from Allentown. So we're looking forward to hearing everybody play tonight. It's going to be great.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think we are ready to go. You guys ready to kick it off, Nick?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
we got
absolutely.
thumbs up all around.
Cool.
Fantastic. All right. We're going to bring Nick on screen here and get him all ready to go. Awesome. Nick, feel free to tell folks a little bit about yourself and, what you're going to be playing tonight. Anything you want.
Well, I'm just someone who's been shoveling snow a lot lately. And, okay, I'm going to play... The songs tonight are going to be songs that I've written during this pandemic, and I've been making a record, and that's been a lot of fun. It's my first solo record, so.
Wow.
Cool.
And this one.
So do you play with a band, Nick? Sorry, do you?
I play with pretty many bands. Dina's band and Jack Murray and the Blues Harp Wranglers and. I do a number of things actually.
You're all over the place. Well, this is exciting.
Normal. But when everything stopped, I think I became a singer-songwriter.
Beautiful. Well, we cannot wait.
For a long time. So.
Understood. We can't wait to hear what this pandemic has turned Nick Franclik into. So take it away, Nick.
Yeah,
okay. Thank you. end is near, you know it's true. Red or blue, which side are you? It's black and white, plain as day. What's wrong with you anyway? Can't you see it's going up in flames? This ain't no time for fun and games. Aren't you upset with the way things are? Just sitting there playing your guitar. You're just sitting there playing your guitar. Secret's out for sure, you bet. I read it on the internet. Grab your coat, put shoes on your feet. Haven't you seen the president's tweet? Something's in the air, getting bad out there. You act like you just don't care. You ought to be concerned with the way things are, but you're sitting there playing your guitar. You're just sitting there playing your guitar. The time has come, it's running out. Don't you know what it's all about? Freedom ain't free, there's an enemy. You need to take this seriously. He's after me, he'll get you too. Hurry now, there's so much to do. Aren't you afraid with the way things are? Just sitting there playing your guitar. You're just sitting there playing your guitar. Won't you listen? Don't you hear? There's no denying it's crystal clear. Make no mistake, the news is fake. Wake up, friend, for Jesus' sake. Take a look outside, see what's going on. Quit trying to write some stupid song. You ought to be alarmed with the way things are, but you're sitting there playing your guitar. You're just sitting there playing your guitar. Yeah, you're just sitting there playing your guitar, playing your guitar. If I were at Godfrey's right now, there would probably be a couple of people clapping. So that'd be nice. I'm always nervous if I play on Godfrey's stage, especially if I'm playing solo and at the open mic or whatever. And I'm just as nervous here. So thought I'd like to find me an eager young lover with a smile on her face, a bounce in her step, mischief in her eyes, sweet wine upon her breath. She could lay me down and love me half to death. Today I open my eyes in the morning, certain I'm looking at all I'd ever want to see. Her good morning is a whisper, even softer than good night. She makes me feel like everything's alright. And I pinch myself to test that I'm not dreaming. I never asked the Lord to hear no plea. I was busy minding my own business. This angel, she fell right down on me. We like to hit that gravel road without a plan. Barefoot girl, cracking beers, riding shotgun, getting tan. rolling down the window, dialing in the radio. She tells me it don't matter where we go. And I pinch myself to test that I'm not dreaming. I never asked the Lord to hear no plea. I was busy minding my own business. This angel, she fell right down on me. Somehow we wind up at a table rolling sevens. Sweet lady luck on my arm, singing in my ear. Races in my hand, wild joker up her sleeve. She lets me know when it's time to leave. Later on we wind down, picking on the back porch, where fireflies compete with the moon to light her face. Caught more in a moment, anyone could anywhere. Neither one of us could have a care. And I pinch myself to test that I'm not dreaming. I never asked the Lord to hear no plea. I was busy minding my own business. This angel, she fell right down on me. Yeah, this angel, she fell right down on me. That's it. Thank you. Hey, look at that. Kevin Safara. Hey. Hi, Kevin.
Well, I'm just going to pop in here for a moment because I don't know what's going on with
Oh, we lost Karen and Amy.
the Karen and Amy. So we're going to figure that out. It's almost as I think maybe their camera must have frozen. So, Nick, I guess I get to do the double duty job here. Yes, Kevin is watching you. Look at that.
Hey, there's Kevin. Hey.
And yeah, you got some more there from
Dave Fry.
Nice poetry.
Thank you, Dave.
And so much more happening. All right. I have the list in front of me. So while we watch for Karen and Amy to come back in, I'm going to take over for just a few moments. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you,
welcome.
Godfrey Daniels.
Next up, right now, tonight, welcoming back Brittany Ann Tranbaugh. Yes.
Hey! Thanks for having
Hi.
me.
We let's see. Last time I saw you, we were doing it was a New Year's Eve event, right? It was a
That
Three
sounds right.
Generations homegrown music, right?
Yes,
And
I missed that.
Yeah, and you've been in Philly for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have. And well, hang on a sec. I'm gonna bring Karen and Amy are back, and hopefully they can hear me now. And I'm gonna bring them back into the picture here. There we
There they are.
go.
Sorry, everybody. Our computer
okay.
crashed.
Literally crashed right at the end of Nick's song, and
Oh no.
yeah,
So
so
we're on a phone now.
we're on a phone. We're gonna try to join back up on the laptop at some point, but for now we'll just do this little selfie cam here. Oop, with my big face.
So hi, Brittany.
Hey!
Dina, thanks for covering.
Yes, thank you, Dina.
All right. Well, Brittany Ann, sorry. We, as Amy said, we know you from back in the day in the Nazareth circuit as Brittany Ann. And that was a long time ago. But we are so thrilled to see you back on this screen with us tonight here at the Godfrey Daniels Virtual Open Mic. What's been going on?
Yeah, well, I was raised in Easton and played at Godfrey's a lot. And went to college in Philly, moved down to North Carolina for 2 years, came back to Philly, got married, bought a house, been working as a paralegal.
Wow.
and doing folk music on the side. Just enjoying.
So you've been
life.
busy. You've
I've been
basically
busy.
been busy.
Yes.
Is what you're trying-
Yes.
And obviously still doing music.
Always. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes
Wonderful.
sometimes hustling more than other times, but always playing music. Yes.
I remember the first time we saw you play, and probably the first time we met you, actually. It was a gig in Allentown. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some venue up there, and it was a charitable. We were doing a fundraiser or something of some sort, and you played, and I looked at Amy, and I think our parents were there too, and I was like, how did this girl play guitar like that? And your voice and your songwriting, you really blew me away that very
That's so
first
sweet.
time. And you were probably 15, 16 at the time.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So
Aww.
wanted to give you that shout out and say that we're
That's
thrilled
so
again
sweet.
to have you playing on the show tonight. So we'll let you go. Go ahead, do your
Thank
thing.
you. Well, you guys have always been so supportive of me, and it's so good to see you again and hear some new folks who I hadn't crossed paths with. Nick, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna do, I guess, to the Godfrey's crowd, these might be new songs. So this is called Quarter Life Crisis Haircut. Hey, old acquaintance, it's so nice to bump into you on this loud and crowded city street. Well, some 10 odd years and 30 pounds later, I'm surprised you even recognize me. Well, it's so great to hear about your promotion and your wedding in the spring. Oh, good goddamn, you could pay a whole year of my rent with that engagement ring. Well, anyway, I'm glad you like my quarter life crisis haircut. You know I always wanted bangs. I'm sorry, but I've got to run. I'm kinda in a rush. Maybe sometime we could hang. And we're never gonna hang. We're never gonna get together. Never gonna hang. We're never gonna hang out. No, I haven't really been playing shows lately. If I'm answering you honestly, my anxiety kind of messed me up creatively. I've been chilling in obscurity. And anyway, I don't think that you'd even come if I had a show to play. Oh, you just want to know if I'm living up to all the dreams that I had back in the day. Well, anyway, I'm glad you like my quarter life crisis haircut. You know I always wanted bangs. I'm sorry, but I've got to run, kinda in a rush. Maybe sometime we could hang. We're never gonna hang. We're never gonna get together. Never gonna hang. We're never gonna hang out. Wow, wow, wow. So happy to see that you're doing so well, you say with a condescending grin. I don't have the guts to say just go to hell, so I smile and I keep it all in. I never really liked you all that much in high school. You were always kind of vain of me. Well, now go ahead and tell all of our mutual acquaintances that I peaked at age 19. I don't care. I'm glad you like my quarter life crisis haircut. I think I'm pulling off the bangs. I'm sorry, but I've got we could hang. We're never gonna hang. We're never gonna get together. Never gonna hang. We're never gonna get coffee. We're never gonna get a drink. Why do we have to be so awfully polite instead of saying what we think? So that was that. And then this next song is another one of mine. This is called Space Cadet. You know what? I'm going to do this real quick. And I just want to mention real quick, this is like my first time announcing this. So I only have one album out in the world, and I released it when I was 19. So as you can guess, I'm 29 now, and I have been itching to record these songs that you're hearing tonight, as well as other songs. And I just made plans to go out to Colorado and record an EP this summer with my friend. And that will probably be out in the world in early 2022. So look out for that. Just wanted to say that. And I'm so happy to be doing something Godfrey's related. I'm obsessed with Godfrey Daniels. It's like my favorite venue in the world. I'm always raving to people about it. It's just such a special place. And I'm so happy to be doing this. So anyway, this is Space Cadet. When I was a child, I was a little stuck in my dreams, picking flowers in the schoolyard, while the other kids picked teams. And maybe I would feel a little strange and lonely sometimes, but everything was fine up in the station of my mind. They called me a space cadet, and I'd go to wondrous places, little space cadet. When I was not where I wanted to be, space cadet, come down to earth, they said. When you gonna come down? Ooh. Do you remember Philadelphia, the winter that I fell for you? Covered all the dirty sidewalks in a glittering sheet of white, and you said, I feel I've known you all my life, yet from a distance, mystified. Oh, won't you take me with you? Will you go inside your mind? I said, I'm a space cadet. I'll take you to wondrous places, little space cadet. And you'll find you're right where you want to be. I'm a red over my head, you said. I don't want to come down. And you were so enthralled with me when I was just a mystery. Ain't that the way it goes? Ooh. 'cause now it's 3 years later and we're at the grocery store. And I'm wondering how my life would be if I'd been born in 34. And I see your lips are moving, but I cannot shut it off. Again I ran from the monotony, and I only wound up lost. You say Earth to space cadet. Were you even listening to a single word I said? I need you right here with me. Why are you up in your head? And I'll be here waiting for when you're gonna come down. When you gonna come down? Thank you all
Just-
for tuning in.
Just as stunning as we remember, Brittany. That was really lovely. And please be sure to check out the comments because people are just cavelling over there for you.
Sweet. Aw.
Including Chelsea and your mom and dad who are
Of course.
watching you on the big TV in the living room right now, and they're thrilled.
Love you guys. That's so sweet.
All right. Yes. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Hopefully we'll see you on the backside
I'll
here
be
at the
sticking
end.
around for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm
Thank you
chilling.
so
Yeah.
much.
See you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Sorry about that little computer glitch before. Dina, is it possible to bring Nick back on real quick? I feel like we kind of... I wanted to say something to him after his set, and we didn't get a chance because our laptop just crashed. So I don't know if it's possible to do that real quick before our next performer. If not, that's okay.
Check the private chat.
Oh, okay. All right. We're just going to continue, I guess, then.
Oh,
there he is.
There he is. Hi, Nick. Sorry, our computer exploded.
Yeah, all good.
It was right. I could tell you were just kind of wrapping up that second lovely song, and it just went. So we apologize. Thanks to Dina for covering for us. We just wanted to bring you back real quick and say thank you. It was beautiful. I know you said you were
Wonderful work.
nervous. That didn't show at all.
Thank you.
And I guarantee you there were claps from people at home watching. So even though you couldn't hear them, they were there. So
Yeah, it was a little intimidating when everything was quiet. You know, I'm just looking at the screen going, oh, okay.
it's weird. You're hearing crickets, and it's like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. It's just a little weird thing with this whole virtual stuff.
Yes.
So you were fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you at the end, hopefully.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Dina, we are ready for our next performer. We're so thrilled to have him. Christian Bauman is a novelist and former touring folk singer who started playing the Godfrey stage at open mics when he was 16 or 17 years old. Hi, Christian.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm just giving you a little intro here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, cool. He was actually one of the regular open mic MCs back in the late 80s and early 90s for Godfrey's. And he was on their original Southside Sunday Nights album. He's opened and featured there on that legendary stage we all know and love many times. And we are just thrilled to have you on our virtual series tonight. How are you doing?
Hey, thanks, Karen and Amy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All
Thanks.
right. Well, so please let people know where they can find you on social media. Let us know what we're going to hear from you tonight.
You got it. Well, you can find me right here. This is where I am, from deep in the heart of my computer. And Nick, that was awesome. And that was, and oh my God, is it Brittany Ann?
Brittany Ann, yep.
Brittany, that was amazing. So I've never heard her before. Like, that was like stunning. That was,
It's a
you were
treat.
so freaking awesome. So that's great. And this is very intimidating to follow someone as good as that. And also, like, I'm looking at some of these names. So we can't interact. Like, I can't type comments here, but like Bill Hall is on here. So like Bill Hall is a legend of legendness. Dave Fry. There's Dave Fry. I said, wow. So it's all just very intimidating. Ramona LaBar. So the irony here in all this is like, Ramona would get this joke. There was a time, and I still kind of think of it that way, where me and Greg Cagno were like the kids of Godfrey Daniels because we were freaking 17 years old. And I still kind of think of myself that way. And never mind that I'm very old now. So I thought it'd be cool to play 2 songs tonight that had to do with Godfrey Daniels, one directly and one indirectly. And the first one, those of us who were playing tonight were chatting before, and a name came up of some old friends, come and gone. And one name we talked about was Otto Bost. And I know there's a lot of people out there who know Otto, and huge friend of Godfrey Daniels, amazing friend of anyone who spent time there on Sunday nights, the open mic. He was one of the original WDIY DJs. And he was a good friend of mine, a good friend. Like I said, I started playing the open mic when I was a teenager, and then I became one of the hosts of the open mic. And then I went off to the Army. And, Otto Bost wrote me a letter every 14 days, every 2 weeks, like clockwork. On a Sunday afternoon, Otto sat down and wrote me a letter while I was in Somalia. And when I came home from the Army, there he was, sitting behind the soundboard at Godfrey Daniels. I wrote this song about, kind of about the open mic in general, but I was thinking about Otto when I wrote it. Bill Hall did a great job recording it for me many years later, but it's called Big Bananas. Wife couldn't stand my music. The kids live with the wife. The kids live for the love of Nintendo. The wife loves a single life. I get the kids on Sundays. We pretend to have a lot of fun. The wife takes them back around 7 and she wets the sharp edge of her tongue. Oh, there you go, where you off to? You think you own stock in a music store. You never make the big bananas. Well, I don't know why you bother anymore. Never be in silk pajamas, making scenes in limousines. You never see my picture in the paper, holding tight to my Martin 6-string, but on a porch in a red bandana, with the flies bouncing off of the lights. Well, I don't sing for big bananas, well, I just sing myself to sleep at night. Hey, hey, hey. The kids have met my 1 or 2 girlfriends. People say I should step out more, but the ladies get nervous around the children, and oh man, I think I know that score. The wife's got herself a new boyfriend. The kids love the plans he's made. They say the man makes the big bananas with a union job in the motor trade. I'll never be in silk pajamas, I'm making scenes in limousines. You'll never see my picture on a CD, holding tight to my Martin 6-string, but on a porch in a red bandana, with the flies bouncing off of the lights. I don't sing for big bananas, I just sing myself to sleep at night. Hey, hey, hey. Mm-hmm. Heard it said, and I believe Every singer's got one good song, and if it brings you the big bananas, it's no sure bet there'll be another one. For me, I got some beer in the cooler, got this head full of poetry. My son says he'd like to be a lawyer. Oh, you know, I think that's fine with me. I've never been silk pajamas, I'm making scenes in limousines. You never see my picture on a CD. This ain't an axe, it's a Martin six-string, and on a porch in a red bandana, with the flies bouncing off of the lights. Well, I don't sing for big bananas, I just sing myself to sleep at night. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh, hey, hey, hey. There we go. Otto Bost. A lot of good friends roll through on Sunday nights, right? It's been a very long time since I've been up to the Lehigh Valley, and I just want pandemic to be over so we can change that dynamic. Bill, thanks for doing such a great job recording that for me. I appreciate that. Here's one I never recorded, or I didn't get a chance to. It was gonna be the title song, I thought, of the third album I was gonna make, and then well, I wrote a book instead, and that worked out for me better than music did, so I did that. But this is another song about that's Godfrey's related. So when I got out of the Army, 95, moved into a little apartment in Easton, and my daughter Christina would hang out with me. And on weekends when she wasn't with me, which was every other weekend, I'd get in a car with Greg Cagno, or then later on Linda Scher, and drive around and play some gigs. This is about that. It's called Traveling Nation. Hey, wake up, you've been sleeping most of the night. I've been watching you drool on your seatbelt by the dashboard light. Well, I hope you're well rested, or at least willing and ready. Wheel from my fingers and give the clutch a foot more steady. We bought some popcorn at a farm near Goshen from a one-legged veteran. He had some labels printed up. He made the corn for his daughter Catherine. He said he never even once been west of the Rockies. I think it's mild to know we made it to Omaha by way of Milwaukee. And you with your college, your new math, old books of art, me with my boots, my secrets, my broken hearts. We had some times, didn't we? Put some miles on this car. Took the long way around to find a shortcut. Ain't found it so far. Oh, Anna Lee, we called her for no reason whatsoever. 2 6 strings, 1 amp, and a map, and a curse for the weather, yes. And now my head hurts, my ass hurts, and I'm fairly sick of looking at you. Wherever we was going, I think we made it. I, for one, enjoyed the view. So hey, pull over, I got a toast for our last beer. I'm sure it's noon somewhere. I decided to make it noon here, where we all spend some time as citizens of the traveling nation, and tip our hat to those enclosed in their lives, never leaving the station. Oh, tip your hat to those enclosed in their lives, never leaving the station. Hey, hey. Thank you, dogs. I'm not used to
Wonderful.
playing
Thank you
with
so much.
glasses on. They're slipping off my face.
Hey, Christian, you have to. I'm getting a little echo, so sorry if anyone else is doing that. But you have to process when things open back up and the Godfrey stage, like we're all together in that room. You have to promise that you make the trip up from New Hope and join us, okay?
That's
Sweet.
a promise.
All right, fantastic. Until then, my friend, you take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of this show.
I'll be here.
Beautiful music. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I think we're going to do a little station bake now, Dina. Is that right? So just hang out. We'll be back.
Yes, I almost forgot about that. There's been so much going on. Just very quickly, want to remind everyone that you should go to the Godfrey Daniels website, click on the big red button at the top right corner. It says Godfrey's Gazette, and get yourself signed up and subscribed to the Godfrey Daniels weekly email. And as well, please make sure you tune in on Tuesday nights live from Godfrey Daniels on WDIY, 7 to 9 p.m., and that's WDIY 88.1 FM. Also streaming at WDIY.org. And one last thing to remind everyone, many of you are watching, have been longtime fans, friends, supporters of Godfrey's. Always remember that Godfrey's is member-supported, and here's just a little bit about that. For over 40 years, Godfrey Daniels has been considered one of the best listening rooms in the country, where people come to appreciate live music and to celebrate a rare place where both the artist and the audience rise to the occasion. This reputation makes it possible for us to present legendary performers as well as emerging artists on their way to the top. Thanks to our members, volunteers, and the artists as well, we continue to evolve as a community resource with our successful monthly jams, open mic, storytelling, and youth outreach. Please consider supporting Godfrey's as a member. Your membership gift, along with those of other good friends, enables us to present some of the finest live music in the country. Just go to our website and click on the membership tab. It's that easy. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, everybody go over to godfreydaniels.org right now and click on that membership button if you are not yet a member. It is a good cause, and it keeps this venue bringing us wonderful music like we love. So we are going to bring Mr. Ed McKendree onto screen right now. Ed, welcome.
Hi, Ed.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Hello,
It's
and thank you.
wonderful to have you here, Ed, tonight.
Thanks.
I just wanted to point out, I don't know if you heard in the beginning, but Sandy, right at the beginning of the episode, she was in our comment section, and she was wondering what that fabulous music was at the beginning of the show. Can you tell us a little bit about that, since you were the creator and the performer?
Sure. Got a call from Dina, and it was like, "Hey Ed, we need some music for the introduction or the start of the open mics and some instrumental stuff." And I said, "Well, how long? Is it 3 minutes? Is it 3 hours? Whatever." Anyway, those were pieces that I had, kind of in my hip pocket, and just kind of went down the cellar, down where I am right now, and recorded them quickly for you guys. One of the songs that went.
Yep.
That is a song that is called "Fat in Paris." Unfortunately, I called it "Sweet Sue," but it was written by Pat McDonough, who's a Godfrey open mic alum. And
Yep.
when I contacted Pat and I said, is it okay if I do this? And he said, "Sure, have at it," type of thing. But I just love that little. It's such a great little lick,
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it was my pleasure to do. Knocked it out probably an hour, and that's what I do down here in my little basement studio. Just play all the instruments and pass the time. Yeah.
Well, it's wonderful, and it's a great way to start off our virtual series every time. So thank you.
That. Yeah, I
All right,
appreciate
Ed,
that.
we're going to let you kick off your 2 songs. Can't wait to hear what you're going to perform for us tonight.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Thank you guys very much for hosting this every time it's been done. And I want to thank Godfrey Daniels for the opportunity. It's a real pleasure to be a part of this. And I also want to talk just like Nick, just like Brittany and Christian. I too have spent a lot of time here during the pandemic in my basement in this what I call Blue Step studio and recording. And I too am going to be having an EP coming out, 7-song EP of original music. And one of the special things about it, which I think you all can relate to, is I'm playing all the instruments and the songs I wrote and doing all the parts. But I'm working with a young producer engineer named Phil Jolie. Now, Phil Jolie is a Parkland High School graduate who went to school, is a great friend of my son's. And Phil Jolie, way back when, bear with me on this story, but his senior project in high school, he wanted to record, and I had some rudimentary recording equipment at the time. And he and I walked through that process. And during that time, he had never done that before, and he was really enlightened by it. And he went on to study audio production. I went to NACAC for 2 years, and he went to SUNY Purchase up in New York and studied audio production. He interned at Electric Lady Studios in Manhattan with Jimi Hendrix Studios. He ended up becoming the head engineer at Electric Lady Studios, and now is out on his own as a freelance engineer, producer, mixing engineer. He has won 2 Grammys, and he recently moved back from Manhattan back to Allentown with his wife and new young son. And I've known Phil since he was probably 11 years old, and he's just a wonderful guy. And I had a conversation with him about wanting to record or wanting to work on, or kind of raise the game a little bit on my recordings, and would he be interested in maybe listening to them and see what he thinks. Long story short, he took on the project, and we are working our way through 7 songs, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience to work with Phil, his skills that he brings to it, but also kind of for me, the old goat on the block who remembers Phil as an 11-year-old, and now he's a very polished professional, and I'm really looking forward to having it out and making it available for everyone. I'm hopeful maybe by March it'll be out, because we're getting into the final stages. So all that story aside, 2 songs I want to do tonight are from the EP that's coming out, and this first song is called "Her Lovin' Anyhow." When this started, it It was all good times and smiles. And even my best friend had a jealous eye. We shared everything from the bottle, with all our weight on the throttle. It felt so good to be with her and alive. Now somewhere along the road, a stranger was born, a woman unlike any I'd known before. Her blue eyes would roll black. I'd pray for my girl to come back. I thought about getting out, but what for? I don't care for the way she talks to me when she drinks. I don't care for the way she puts me down in a crowd. I don't like her when she sometimes says she's leaving me, but I can't give up her loving anyhow. Now early on, I should have seen the signs. Her old man, he had his highs and lows. You see, he struggled with demons, and it would hurt to see him. Still a good man, I suppose. I don't care for the way she talks to me when she drinks. I don't care for the way she puts me down in a crowd. I don't like her when she sometimes says she's leaving me, but I can't give up her loving anyhow. So clear to those on the outside, so clear that something got to change. But the woman I love, she's still there on the inside, and I'll fight every day for her name. Well, I'm gonna stay right here by her side forever, and do anything I can to help her through. She's still my best friend, that's how it's always been. And I gave her my word, that's true. I don't care for the way she talks to me when she drinks. I don't care for the way she puts me down in a crowd. I don't like her when she sometimes says she's leaving me, but I can't give up her loving anyhow. I don't care for the way she talks to me when she drinks. I don't care for the way she puts me down in a crowd. I don't like her when she sometimes says she's leaving me, but I can't give up her loving anyhow. I can't give up her loving anyhow. I can't give up her loving. So there's one. Her lovin' anyhow. Just want to make sure the sound's okay. Everything technically sounded okay. I'm going to have faith, total faith. So this song is called Guitar for Whiskey. And this came about because I heard an interview on NPR radio. And I'll try and do a real quick summary of it. But it was a person calling in, telling a story about his dad. He was now a full adult, this guy telling the story. But the story was about his dad. His dad had been a musician, local musician, and used to play with the local, be a real kind of a mainstay in the community. But unfortunately, it sounds like an alcohol-related theme tonight. I don't mean that intentionally, but unfortunately, his dad succumbed to a major drinking issue. And the story that he told was that he was contacted. This gentleman received an email from someone who said, "Was your father so and so?" And he said, "Yes, it was." Well, this woman sends him a guitar, and it turned out the family had broken apart. The man was destitute, and he had this man in his worst times, he had actually traded a woman his guitar for a bottle of whiskey, that he was that desperate. And after something like 30 years later, the woman looked up this man's son, who was now telling the story, and returned his dad's guitar to him. So I thought it was an amazing story, and you can find it, if you better version of it, online at NPR's website. But I wrote this song. It's called Guitar for Whiskey. It goes like this. One more. Well, I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Baby, I ain't fooling around, 'cause I'm feeling so bad, my heart's so sad, I might give you my guitar for whiskey. Well, I'm down so hard, it's a sin. I'm down like I've never been. And my baby's gone, everything is wrong. Well, I'm drinking again, and I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Baby, I ain't fooling around. Well, I'm feeling so bad, my heart's so sad, I might give you my guitar for whiskey. How long will I feel this way? How long will I cry every day? My baby's gone, everything is wrong. Lord, hear me when I pray, 'cause I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Cold wind might make me run and hide, and darkness might make me stay inside. But losing her, well, I can't describe. I'm going crazy in my mind. Well, I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Baby, I ain't fooling around, 'cause I'm feeling so bad, my heart's so sad, I might give you my guitar for whiskey. Well, I'm feeling so bad, my heart's so sad, I might give you my guitar for whiskey. Yeah, I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Yeah. Well, I'll give you my guitar for whiskey. Yeah.
Ed, that was amazing. You've got
Thank
some
you.
soul.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
That's rad.
I like those like rock blues sounds coming out of you.
Cool.
That's
Thank you.
awesome. I was digging that. We were all grooving.
Oh, yeah.
You should read some of the comments in the chat. It was, yeah, you definitely
Excellent.
have soul. Wonderful.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thanks for
Thanks.
being with us tonight. Amy and I are going to do one quick song now, and then we'll bring everybody back to say thank you and our goodbyes. This chat section has been lively all night. We can't thank you guys enough for tuning in.
It's a party in the chat.
It's a party in the chat. So thanks we're running a few minutes behind. Amy and I are just going to do one of our songs. This is called Cover Me, and then we'll be back with everybody at the end. Take advantage, take exception, take your map, 'cause I got my own direction. We'll take it all, 'cause I won't need it when you're done with me. Make believe your good intentions, try to justify them to your conscience. You're overrated, overjaded. All that matters now is the line created that I don't see that I am hollow. You don't know why I'm so cold. You would rather I just swallow these pieces kick me out, take me in, let me walk the line for all your sins. Just promise that you'll cover me when I'm down and out and under siege. Say you won't say you won't mind. You don't see that I am hollow. You don't know why I'm so cold. You would rather I just swallow these pieces whole. You don't know why I'm so hollow. You don't know why I'm so cold. You would rather I just swallow these pieces I am not what I thought I was to you. I am not what I thought I was. I thought of you. I am not what I thought I was to you. I am not what I thought I was. right, everybody. Thank you again so much to all of our listeners tonight. We can't thank you enough for being here. Dina, if we could bring everybody back on to just say their goodbyes for the night and their thanks. Hey, there's Ed McKendree and Nick Franclik, Christian Bauman, and of course, Brittany Ann Tranbaugh. Thank you all so much.
What a show.
What a show.
Thank you all.
Awesome.
All right. Well, hopefully we can all be together back at Godfrey's when it's responsible to do so, on the open mic stage together sometime soon. Hopefully this year. Until then, please start. Keep tuning in to all the great programming that they're doing on Tuesday nights and their parlor sessions, and of course the open mic. We've got our next part of the series, part 3, coming up on March 7th. So Sunday, March 7th. Look for that. Another great lineup. We actually have Linda Schauer, who is in the chat tonight. She's going to be on our April 11th show. So we are we're trying to do what we can in this crazy time, and we hope y'all are safe and healthy, and we hope to see y'all in person real soon. Dina, big shout out to you behind the scenes for making this run for us tonight.
Thanks, Dina.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dina.
We love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.